Hello and welcome back to all of our viewers from around the world. This is the Daily Edit and the 5th and final day of Royal Ascot 2024. I'm Scott Wimstead and I'm here with my beautiful co-host Louise.
Oh, it's bittersweet knowing this is the last day, but we've got the most exciting lineup of all to come.
Yeah, it's true, my darling, but it's not goodbye quite yet, as we have so much in store for our viewers today.
Yesterday we asked if you'd like to send Scott and I to the village enclosure for a plant-based foodie feast, and it'd be remiss of us not to have a little boogie while we were there.
Right, or if we ought to do what Louise and I do seemingly best, which is Gatecrasher VIP box.
Fair. Stay tuned to find out what adventures Scott and I get up to on day 5 at Royal Ascot.
This is the Daily Edit.
Ascot, as graceful as an English country garden. And if Ascot provides some of the best racing in the country, it also displays some of the finest fashions. And they're off!
Welcome to the most famous racecourse on the planet.
The best horse wins.
I think it's time for some bubbles, don't you?
Oh.
Royal Ascot is one of the best weeks of the entire year.
I'm tickety boo. I mean, it really is the quintessential British moment.
It's not just the fashion giving us a feast for the senses.
Oh my goodness, that is sensational.
Scott, how are you?
I'm very good, my darling, always hanging out with you.
I know, right, I've heard some things. Where were you last night?
We ventured over to the Windsor enclosure and
Yes.
had a little bit of a great moment with Dermot O'Leary, who was on the Wheels of Steel.
We love Dermot.
Don't we?
Yes.
And he was just coming out with these absolute belters.
Absolute tunes.
80s classics, and the crowd were just taking off. And yeah, you guys should check it out. We just got up with Dermot O'Leary giving us some O'Leary love straight off the stage here in the Windsor enclosure. I mean, man, banging tunes. Thank you so much. So, what was it like playing Royal Ascot?
It was wonderful. It's a weird one because you don't get a chance to properly ingratiate yourself with the racing because you're there just go, oh, shall I play that, play that? It's all the strange thing, but what you do see is behind the candelabra, which is really interesting.
Yes.
You get to see the engine room and how this place operates.
I mean, you chose some banging tunes there. We had like Duran Duran, we had Eurythmics, we had the Communards, we
I
had
put it together. I was on holiday last week and I was like, when in doubt, go 18s, because you just know.
Of course.
You know that they always deliver.
Yeah, but there's something about your selects that have got that sort of Dermot. Oh, I want to
I
dance.
try and do. I try not to pick the most obvious song of the artist, but I try and pick the song that everyone still knows all the words.
And still loves.
Yeah.
What was it like playing Royal Ascot? I mean, we were all cutting shapes for a very, very long time there. That was really, really taking off. So,
Great crowd.
have you been to Ascot before?
Yeah, I've actually a few times. And I just love the atmosphere. I mean, I love the races anyway. I sort of brought up near Newmarket and Huntington, so my parents would always go to one of those two. Nice. With Irish family, somewhere, it's in the bloods. It is, and my dad's not even a big gambler, but I'll call my dad if I can be. Like, my day can't be going too well at a race. I call my dad, and within 2 or 3 races, I'm breaking even.
Isn't good.
It's just, I've got cousins that are in the trade as well, stable boys and so forth. So it's a wonderful industry, It's...
You look banging, and you've given us a real joy for day 4. I can't thank you enough.
Thank you,
mate.
Thank
you very much.
You look exquisite.
Thank you.
Please, can you talk me through your look?
I'm actually wearing predominantly British brands.
Love that.
My dress is from LK Bennett. My bag is from this small brand called Wicker Wings.
Okay.
Yep, and my shoes are from Fairfax and Favour.
Amazing.
My boater hat is from Avell.
This is the epitome of Ascot to me. Please, can you talk me through your look?
I've gone really, really classic today, actually. I've had some wild looks this week, and for some reason last day I've gone, nope, let's do ladylike and classic. Yeah. It's a Chanel suit that I bought for my wedding, actually. So
you're repurposing?
Absolutely, when you have something this good, I mean, you have to, right?
To be worn again and again.
Yeah, so I'm a milliner, and my hat I made myself.
And then we've got the lovely Vivienne Westwood necklace.
I borrowed this from a friend. We were on the train, I had a different pearl necklace. My husband looked at us both and said, you need to swap. So thank you, Angela.
There you go.
So catching up with the wonderful, beautiful Charlotte Hawkins, how are you?
I'm very good, thank you so much. Day 5.
Day 5, we made
where's
it.
The week gone,
I know. You've obviously got lots of great tips of how to, get through the week. So what what do you have in your bag?
So I always have like extra hairpins.
Extra
have a
hairpins.
Bit of makeup, plasters, you
Yes.
know, hairspray.
Lots of water.
Lots of water. So those are the things that will get me through the day.
Okay, now listen, you look sensational. Who are you wearing?
So I'm wearing a Zeynep jumpsuit and I'm wearing a Rachel Trevor Morgan hat.
Amazing.
And Garrod earrings as well, these beautiful fans. So I've been very lucky actually.
Thanks, darling. Mwah. Mwah.
So this is actually a vintage Dior dress from the 1950s.
No way!
Yeah, very
Oh my
delicate.
God, I love
very
it
delicate.
even more.
And I think it's actually paper lined. So not allowed to sit down or do anything too
Really?
adventurous.
Yeah.
And my hat is Jane Taylor. So we had this dress from Constantine Rex. Then we went to Jane and we said, we just need something that's going to work. And she kind of lined the hat with this delicate lace.
Oh, so she added that?
Yeah.
You look so elegant and timeless.
Tell me about your outfits, especially your hats, because they look brilliant.
My mum is a milliner and she's made my hat for me today. I'm wearing this dress from Ted Baker and also her shoes.
It's amazing. Hi, Mum.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm good. Good.
Your daughters look amazing, as do you. Thank you. Tell us about your hats. Fantastic.
So while in the middle of winter, when nobody's thinking Royal Ascot, I'm thinking Royal Ascot. I've actually had this dress in my wardrobe for about 6 years. I've only worn it once, which is criminal. So I thought I'm going to make a hat to pair with this dress, and here we are today.
Here he is.
Hello, how are you?
Good to see you. Very nice. So this is your new spot here at the bandstand.
New location, and it's right at the heart of the Queen Anne enclosure.
We got in early before the crowds descend. Can you talk us through some of your favourite delicacies?
Of course, yeah. So I'm a very traditionalist, so I like to keep all the elements of the classic afternoon tea because, you know, that's how it should be. But at the same time, giving it a twist and a Royal Ascot va-va-voom, you know.
Fun Royal Ascot facts, everyone.
Okay.
80,000 cups of tea consumed throughout the 5 days.
26,000 jugs of Pimm's.
220,000 finger sandwiches.
And 110,000 buttermilk scone. And I make them
All washed down with 65,000 bottles of champagne.
Hey!
Seen the royal procession go by and just so incredible. What did you think?
I think, well, I wonder if there's an element of coordination on purpose between His Majesty the King and Her Majesty the Queen. He had a lilac silk pocket square, and she was wearing an almost matching amethyst necklace with beautiful pearl strands and matching amethyst earrings.
They had a little chat.
Yes, I
It
wonder.
looks amazing.
And her Philip Tracy hat and another embroidered, very pale pink dress coat by Dior today.
Yeah, like you say, I think it is, she really understands that look and she keeps honest to that and it just looks
She
amazing.
knows what works for her.
Yeah.
What about the King? Who is his tailor?
Amstel & Shepherd. Every day, every year, he's wearing that fantastic, beautiful, light grey Amstel & Shepherd morning suit. It just looks amazing.
Well, it's day 5 of Royal Ascot. It's the final day of an incredible week's racing, and I think it's only right that we look back at some highlights, Colin, because I'm sad to see it come to an end. What are some of your favourite moments from the week?
Well, one of them was Kiplis winning the Gold Cup because, you know, there's been so much negativity over the last couple of weeks. The press have said, oh, you know, he missed last year and now 2 runs. But this year, you know, he's come and won over a mile and 6, which was far too short for him, but he's gone and done it. They've pushed him out to do it, brought him here absolutely spot on, and I think it was a big highlight this week.
We love a comeback king, don't we? I love to see a horse get himself back to his best after an injury as well. It was a great story. I'm going to rewind all the way to day 1. Rosallium winning was probably the most exciting finish for me. And then some standout moments was Billy Loughnane winning his first Royal Ascot race at the age of 18. And Henry Dwyer, who we spoke to as well, coming over from Australia. He talked about when he came over as an 18-year-old and now he stood in the winner's enclosure. So there's a week of firsts for some people, a week of many for people like Ryan Moore. And we might sign out with more Aidan O'Brien trained Ryan Moore winners because Colin fancies Continuous and I fancy River Tiber.
knew immediately when I stopped you there was going to be some fantastic story about this incredible dress, so talk me through.
There is a story. When I was a child, when I was 3, this is my favourite nightie, so I kept it. And I thought, well, actually, this sort of fashion for Edwardian collars, I thought I'm going to sink it into a dress.
So cute.
So that is my little nightie I had when I was 3 in the 70s. And this is a 70s sheet.
A joy in pink. Thank you.
So yeah, thank you so much.
Mwah. I've just spotted an absolute staple for Royal Ascot, the wonderful Tootsie Rollers. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Really enjoyed yourself?
It has been fabulous.
Okay, highlight.
Oh my goodness, the fashion!
Always.
I'll be riding shotgun underneath the hot sun, feeling like a someone.
Now, how are things in your kilt?
It's wonderful. So today is a Lennox kilt, because I was at school with the beautiful, wonderful Annie Lennox from Aberdeen.
Have you been every day?
Same as us.
I mean, yeah, you are amazing. What is it about Royal Ascot that just makes you go, yeah, I'm going to do all 5 days every year?
It's the wonderful people, it's the exquisite variety of fashion and styles and the combination, and it never lets you down.
No.
The variety, the creativity, the innovation is just superb, you know. And I mean, the two of you always, you know,
it's just the joy.
You lift our hearts.
Talk us through today's look.
Okay, so this amazing hat is from ILDA Ascot hats, and I matched it with a needle and thread dress because I felt the cuffs went with the edging of the hat, and it also picked out some of the colours. It's got the pink colours, and then we've got pink dune shoes, who are always a staple. They do fantastic shoes.
I hope you have a wonderful last day at Royal Ascot.
Thank you so much.
I'm with Demi Now, who is the ambassador for the Melbourne Cup Carnival. How are you doing?
Fabulous, thank you for having me.
Welcome. Did you fly in for this all the way from Australia?
I did actually.
Wow.
I'm representing the VRC back at home.
Okay.
So coming here, I'm like pinching myself. It's been a dream come true.
I've been to the Melbourne Cup twice, I was lucky enough. Amazing atmosphere. How does it compare?
I would say on par. It's pretty amazing.
Very diplomatic answer there. Both fantastic. Tell me about your look.
So today I'm wearing a Louise McDonald hat back in Australia, Scanlon Theodore dress, Tony Bianco shoes, and it's styled by Susie Iskander.
Gorgeous.
So I'm just joining my friend here, Alexandra Beram, brand and creative lead at Ascot. How are you doing?
I'm very, very well, thank you.
Lovely to see you.
Been here all week, so the voice is starting to go, so I'm rather husky by this stage.
Well, I can imagine 2024, what are your uptakes of that?
From a fashion perspective, I've been blown away. A, by just the overall effort and colour, helped very much by the sun. But the pale blue has been a standout trend, and Her Majesty the Queen rocked it yesterday.
Now we have to talk about this whole look. Talk me through.
Gone for a trouser suit. I always love a trouser suit on a Saturday. So this is a lilac number from Laura Green. I've got a Zara shoe on here because I just love it.
Yeah.
And it's a kitten heel and a sling back, perfect for racing.
Yeah.
I've got a little hat box handbag from Aston of London here with my initials on, which is a nice little personal touch.
And this unbelievably sensational, gigantic piece.
Yeah,
Who's
I'm not getting lost in the crowd this week. This is by Victoria Grant. It could only be by Victoria Grant.
It could only be. You look amazing. Thank you.
Okay, I'm with Gai and Gai Waterhouse. I don't think I'm overdoing it when I say legends in the industry. You've had a runner this week.
We certainly have. We had one yesterday and it was great fun. Johnny Moët trained it and we bought it on Monday night at the Goffs, the Kensington Palace sale. One of the owners said, I'm going to the races on Friday with all my mates. Have you looked at so-and-so? And I quickly said, no, but I will. We ended up with her, but she ran very nicely.
You bought the horse on Monday and it raced on yesterday.
It's the most brilliant concept that Ascot and Goffs have put together, that people can come to the sale on the Monday, the Goffs sale. They can then go to the races and enjoy seeing the horse run, and then they can either leave it in England to race or take it back to wherever they want in the world.
That's fantastic. Now, how long have you been buying racehorses?
How long is a piece of string?
A while, right?
Long time.
Okay. Okay.
And
your husband is a bookie, is that right?
My husband, well, both our husbands are form students and bookmakers.
They just love racing. We're all here because we love racing, and yeah.
Any tips?
You'll have to ask them,
okay,
the gentlemen.
All right. They're hovering at the back.
My tip is just have fun.
Yeah.
You know, this is the most amazing race meeting because people from all over the world come, and the way everyone dresses up. You know, where else in the world would you see people in morning suits at a race meeting that runs for 5 days? You know, now that they've included the 7th race, You know, it's a seriously big meeting. It's always been a seriously big meeting, but it's bigger.
Oh, hello. Do you know where the Moët box is?
It's what, number 325?
Oh, fantastic.
brilliant.
Great.
Oh,
hey, guys.
Good timing.
Come on, let's go.
You all right?
What a way to wrap up the week. We've gate crashed again. The Moët box, and I'm with the lovely Daniel. You're part of the fam.
I am now, I've settled in.
What has been your Moët moment of the week?
I loved pouring the champagne tower, of course, that was great fun. But then also seeing so many people that we've dressed for the week coming in their new take on the Royal Enclosure look. That's been really special for me.
Shout out to the corset waistcoat.
Thank you, thank you. And your Moët moment of the week?
Do you know, yesterday we watched the final race as close as you could physically get, and just the thundering of the hooves right there was incredible. The adrenaline. Nana?
For me, it has to be all the wonderful race goers that I've met. The fashion has been incredible, so much inspiration. I've loved it. How about you, Scott?
Oh, I'd like being with you guys, actually. We've had a really lovely time. Frankie?
For me, it's got to be catching up with Gai Waterhouse, the first female jockey to ride a winner at Royal Ascot, so really special to talk to her. And perfect for your Sunday once you're tired after a week at Royal Ascot. Brilliant. Go and watch Queens of the Turf, a documentary that's all about females in racing.
Brilliant.
Love that.
Congratulations, everyone.
I know, 2020. Amazing.
See you in 2025.
Cheers.